Alright, YouTube, I'm back with another one. Hey, yo, let me tell y'all something. I gotta tell y'all something. So I just recorded, right? But it didn't capture my audio. So now I'm just here thinking, right? Should I make another one? But my reactions is raw, so I didn't want to record the same video. But whoever comes across the video could let me know, and I just watch it again. But bro, it was crazy. It was a wild video. I can't spoil it, but I'ma say is if you want to watch it, it was called how an impulsive liar acts under interrogation, just like how a psychopath acts under interrogation, which we about to watch right now. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Damn. But alright, we gonna watch this one. So, and for the homies, it's for the homies. If you ain't light up yours yet, come on. Alright, bro. But yeah, bro. That messed me up. Let's
On the morning of March 30, 2009, a Pizza Plus employee in Townsville, Virginia, opened the store to find the remains of owners 52-year-old Harvey Looney and 48-year-old Valerie Looney.
Damn.
911, where's your emergency? I just come in to Pizza Plus and I found the manager laying in a pool of blood and her husband's laying out the back door. Okay, you need to get out of the store and I don't want you touching anything, okay? Is it husband and wife? They both work here. Valerie Looney and Harvey Looney.
Police believe 48-year-old Valerie Looney and her husband, 52-year-old Harvey Looney, were killed sometime between 11:30 Sunday night and 7 o'clock Monday morning.
This is something that you think will never happen in your lifetime.
Harvey's
Once again, I gotta mention, as I did when I was reacting to the last one, there's a lot of crazy people out here. You really gotta be careful, especially for the women. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of crazy motherfuckers willing to do anything at any given moment. You gotta be careful. I know a man can defend himself, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, as for the man, protect the women around you. Because you just never know when shit like that could happen, you know what I'm saying? It's scary too. It is.
throat had been slashed outside the restaurant's back door, while Valerie had been killed inside the kitchen. Her throat has also been cut, and she had been hit on the head with what the investigators later determined to be a fire extinguisher.
What the
Detectives
hell?
decided to interview the couple's only son, Christopher Looney, who lived with his parents at the time and had previously worked at the Pizza Plus. They also discovered that the Looneys had a life insurance policy and that Christopher would make approximately $260,000 from the death of his parents. Although they didn't have any evidence tying Christopher to the scene, he was their only potential suspect. They decided to bring him over to the police station for a formal interview.
How about sitting in that chair? Could you turn your cell phone off? You were home that night. You fell asleep, and at 1 o'clock, they still weren't home. You went to bed. Woke up the next morning, they weren't home. And you never called to see where they were. See, I'm just giving you things that make it look bad for you.
Right.
All right?
Yeah, I understand.
Can you explain that to me? I mean, were you working at the time?
Mm-hmm.
How much you get paid?
He was right at $13 an hour.
Hold on, bro. This quality is like dookie. Is it all the way up? Damn, bro.
You're poised to get a lot of money out of it.
This gotta be like 08, 09, around there. My guess.
Right? Okay. How much money are we talking?
$260.
$260,000. See, now the people are going to say you got a motive.
I mean, I'm not wanting the money because it's going to go to the girls.
So, did you go to work that morning?
I did.
Where?
E-dealing.
What do they make?
10 o'clock. I had received a text message while I was at work asking me what was going on at Pizza Plus.
Why didn't you try to call your parents? I mean, they got a regular phone, right?
It's
Well, business phone, and they got cell phones.
Right.
Did you try to call?
No.
There's the problem we had. Are you curious whether your mom and dad suffered?
Yeah, I am.
How curious are you? You never asked. That bothers me. This is what bothers me about you. You're cold. You're even cold right now. Chris, I mean, these are your parents. They're dead. Is this the way you are?
Yeah, cause he's not showing no emotion. He's just like a robot. Like, damn, it's fucked up. It's scary, but I bet you he has something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And if he did, how could he do something like that? Ain't no parents gonna expect that from their own kids. Damn.
In real life?
Yeah, it is.
Don't you care?
I do care.
How bad?
Real bad.
Give us something. Show us you care.
Still sitting here and we're looking at you and
Hold on, this is loud. Like my ears.
you're not asking us why. You're not asking us why we ain't looking at somebody else.
I don't know nothing to tell you that I haven't already told you.
The investigators ended up letting him go, as they obviously didn't have enough evidence for his arrest. And from this point on, the case went cold. And before we continue, I just want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Hunt a Killer. This murder mystery
Nope.
cases.
Plus owner Daniel Morrison is still deeply saddened by the Looney's deaths. He's offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to an arrest in this 2-year-old murder case.
A year has gone by with no further developments in the case, and in order to find more leads, the detectives decided to place a $10,000 reward to whoever finds any information regarding these murders. For months, they were bombarded with many leads and potential suspects. They interviewed them, but all of them were quickly dismissed, except one.
Cause like once this is a like murder or something, they're on top of that. Like, bro, the technology today is crazy. Like, let's say you got blue gloves on, right? I say about then the area you live in, they're gonna check every camera. They can even have access to your accounts, even if you order them. They're gonna get that. They're gonna get all of that. And yeah, it's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
James Casey, who's in prison at the time, he called one of the investigators
Like, I don't
and
even
stated
know why
that his
people do this
cellmate,
stupid
David
shit.
Matheny, had killed Harvey and Valerie Looney. He said that David openly bragged about murdering the couple.
Wow.
He even said that he described the killings
He
in
looked crazy,
specific
too.
detail. To prove this, James was given a wire to wear to record the potential confession of David.
Who was there at Pizza Plus?
Me, one of my friends was outside. Right when it was getting ready to close down, that's when I went inside.
How bad was it, buddy?
Yeah, the girl, she didn't die or something. She was just on there, like,
Holding her head.
just want her to hold her and did it again.
Oh, get her sick.
Kind of like a bull, but
Start draining out.
Oh my
I
god.
got hold of myself, you know, I was like, make sure you touch anything, wipe that down, don't get caught on it.
After hearing this, the first thing
That's fucking crazy, bro. Nah, that's crazy. Scary as hell. That made me sick to my stomach the way he just explained that. Like, bro, for those out there that have strong imaginations, you know what I'm saying. And for those that don't have imagination, try to imaginate, because this is a cold motherfucking world. Like,
thing the investigators did was to bring David in for a formal interview.
We'll just cut right to the chase, okay? You tell us what you know about Pizza Plus.
I just know what people told me.
We've got you recorded. Talk.
I actually don't imagine that. That's kind of fucked up. I'll take that back. That's don't picture that shit.
You're a principal in the first degree on these. If it went down the way you said it did on these damn transcripts, you're guilty of murder. It's capital murder because it's more than one person and it's robbery. That's capital murder. You know what you get for capital murder?
There's two things you're gonna get in capital murder. What do you think it is?
Life and death.
Yep.
I told you, yeah, I told only one person,
Who?
James Casey.
What'd you tell him?
I told him that I was there with other people, but I kind of felt intimidated because he was like, well, I killed a bunch of people and all that.
Aren't you voting down? Where were you?
I was on house arrest at my house.
When that
Wow. Yo, bro. So he was like trying to flex that in a way. I guess. So he just ended up like spilling all the way, you know, what happened and shit. Like,
that was with the ankle bracelet.
give him life, man. Give him life. Get him out of here, bro.
You're telling me you had nothing to do?
Get him out of
I
here,
had
bro.
nothing to do with
No
it.
direct knowledge of who did it or anything?
I said what I remember on TV.
Due to him being on house arrest, the detectives were quickly able to verify his alibi and confirmed that he wasn't at the Pizza Plus that night. He was telling the truth, and at this point, the investigators were out of ideas and were back to square one. 3 years had passed and the case still wasn't solved, and it looked like all hope was gone until one day the new sheriff of Tazewell County decided to reopen the case. After re-examination of the interviews conducted and all the information gathered, all the evidence led back to one person: Christopher Looney.
Oh,
He was the
shit.
only person with a solid motive for the murder and virtually no alibi at all. Before re-interviewing Chris, the detectives decided to interview Chris's ex-girlfriend to gather more information about him.
Okay.
So I'd like to ask you some questions about Chris. How did you guys meet? Tell me a little bit about that
At
relationship.
Pizza Plus. We worked together.
How often would he borrow money from mom and dad?
Every time that he had spent his paycheck and there was something due. I had a really good relationship with Hart and Valerie even after Chris moved out. And maybe 3 weeks to a month before this happened. And they came down to see their granddaughter. Hart and Valerie told me that he came to Pizza Plus and said that if she didn't let him borrow $800-900, that he was not going to let them see their granddaughter anymore. Kind of stunned me. I mean, Chris, don't use my child for your own gain.
The fact that Chris was so money hungry that he would threaten his own parents and prevent them from seeing their grandchildren.
That's crazy, bro. A true psychopath, man. Just willing to get anything he want to get by giving up something, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just wild, bro.
Just reinforced the doubts everybody already had about Christopher. It was now time for the detectives to re-interview him
Protect yourself.
and find out the truth behind these horrific murders.
What do most people call you?
Chris.
Is it okay if we call you Chris?
Yes.
How would you describe your physical health?
Good.
How would you describe your mental health?
Good.
You have how many children?
2.
And what are their ages?
One's 10, the other one's 2.
What were the total of the insurance payouts on your parents?
That I got was $245.
So how much do you think you got left?
I'd say $125,000.
The detective has asked him this trick question to determine if he would lie or not, as he already knows the answer. He's already aware of the fact that Chris has spent all of his insurance money in 2 years and doesn't have the $128,000 that he's claiming to have. This was confirmed by Chris's current girlfriend in a police audio tape interview conducted hours before Christopher's interrogation.
I drive on a suspended license because I don't have the money to get the classes.
Well, let me ask you this. Chris has quite a bit of money. Why doesn't he pay it for you?
Chris is out of money.
All that money?
So we did not handle the money right. We lived hand to mouth, literally.
Since the payouts, Tell me things that you purchased that cost more than $1,000.
I bought 2 vehicles. I bought an ATV, bought some tools.
Anything else?
I bought another ATV, and then I bought a side-by-side ATV.
Let me ask you, were you involved in their murder in any way?
No.
You worked at the pizza place where this crime took place,
Yes, I did.
correct? Did you know where the fire extinguisher was located in the
Not
restaurant?
right off, no.
Did you ever handle that fire extinguisher that was in that restaurant?
Not that I know of.
Even if the person was wearing gloves, you could still leave DNA at the scene. Do you realize that? There's a thing called touch DNA. Even though I'm wearing gloves, if my arm brushes against the counter, let's say, I'm going to leave skin cells on the counter.
See? They got everything, man.
Is there anything you'd like to change your answer to? No. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to step out and review some stuff, and we'll be back. Okay?
All right, like I told you, I've interviewed lots of people who've been working on this investigation. And there's no doubt I'm causing death of your parents. I will talk to you for a few minutes, all right? I got another DNA swab off the fire extinguisher coming back from the FBI. You and I both know that DNA is going to come back to you. Is what I'm saying sound logical?
I didn't do anything.
What's that?
I didn't do anything.
Now, a lot of people have told me, basically, Chris is a good person. I can tell you of hundreds of situations where a guy acts out and he does something he did not intend to do. And that's you. I want to be able to show that. My girlfriend told me, you cry yourself to sleep at night. She believes it's because how much you miss mom and dad, and that's probably true. But you're crying for yourself, for what you did.
That man ain't getting fazed by nothing he's saying.
I don't. How about I go to your girlfriend and I tell her that your DNA is at the scene. And what she's going to do? She's going to call. So if you want to continue to lie about everything, the door's open. You're free to go. You've been free to go since you walked in. I'm telling you, I don't. But you got to take responsibility for yourself. You got to help your daughter. You got to help Liz. She loves you. She wants to stand by you. She needs the truth. You over there to borrow some money?
Chris has just admitted to the crime, but this isn't it. The detectives still need a full-fledged confession.
You tell me about what time you went down there?
10:30, 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh my God, here we go.
That's when we started arguing.
What started the argument?
Just money.
What happened after that?
That's when I got on Mom. Cut her.
How'd you cut your mom? Or
How could you do something like that, man? Like I said, nobody expects that from their own kids. Oh, man. You should have just, you know what I'm saying? Like, alright, you know what, I can't get it. Alright, cool, let me just walk away. Drive off. Boom. Find ways, you know what I'm saying? To, like, cool off, like, go off somewhere. Take the steam off because, like, nah, bro.
where was your dad?
I don't know, bro.
Oh, he was hitting me then when Mom fell. He took off running out the back. I just chased after Dad and grabbed him from behind, choked him. Then we fell. So we went back inside to make sure Mom was not moving. Here with the fire extinguisher.
What'd you do with the fire extinguisher?
I'll put it back
Put it back where?
where it was hanging. And I went outside and make sure Dad was gone.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. What happened? What'd you do to your dad then?
That's when I cut him
Where'd you cut him?
in the neck too.
Oh my god.
Christopher was charged with the capital murders of Harvey and Valerie Looney, and he pleaded no contest.
Give him
In
life.
2014, he was sentenced to life in prison
Thank you.
without the possibility of parole.
Alright, y'all. As you see, it was a crazy ass video where people do some stupid ass decisions. Well, they make some stupid ass decisions. Shit. If you want me to drop that video that I reacted to, shit, let me know. Whoever come across it, shit, I don't know. And I'll catch you in the next one.